Okity dokity. Okity dokity. Okity dokey. Hello, guys. Um, little backstory. Little backstory. I actually. So when I was growing up, I loved writing. I loved writing poetry. I loved writing, I don't know, stories. I love journaling. It's weird. Um, when I go back and I look at some of the stuff I wrote, it was almost like prophecy. It's really strange. I guess it's a form of manifestation when you take pen and you put it to paper. You know what I mean? It's almost like so I feel like reality starts with a thought, right? And then when you write it down, you give it more power, especially if you put it in a space where you can see it all the time. You know what I mean? But yeah, I feel like you can relate to this, especially if you like journaling. Journaling is really good. Yeah, there's things I wrote like, I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago that actually came to fruition. It's weird. And that's why it's so important to be mindful of what you're thinking, because you're literally creating reality in every moment. But that's not what I was going to touch on in this video. I was going to touch on red flags and green flags. And what do I mean? Okay, so whenever you are encountering anything in life, whether it be a person, a place, a situation, anything really, red means stop, green means go. Red means stop, green means go. What do I mean by that? So let's talk especially, I guess, about relationships, just so that we can understand this on a deeper level. Whenever you encounter people, there are things that they will do that may or may not feel well to your soul. And what do I mean by that? I feel like we're getting red flags all the time. We're also getting green flags. And how can you differentiate between the two? Well, if you think about it, when you are on the road driving your car, when you see a red light, you stop, right? And then when the light turns green, then you go. That's how you know. That's how you know to go green. I don't know if I'm making sense, honestly, but yeah, so if you encounter a person and they are doing something that does not feel suitable to your standards or your morals or your soul, you will receive red flags, right? And I feel like red flags are apparent because you'll feel it in your body. Your gut tells you, your intuition tells you, your body tells you. Like say like you encounter a person and your nervous system goes on alert. It goes in alert mode. That's obviously a red flag. If somebody is making you feel like angry or sad or like confused, that is a red flag. You need to listen to it. You need to stop. You need to stop your vehicle and maybe take some time to reassess why this is happening. It's probably not good for you. If it was good for you, it would feel good. It would feel good, right? Like if you think about it, like if you encounter someone, just think about someone that you've interacted with that you really vibe with. somebody who makes you feel amazing, you know, like without a doubt amazing. Like you walk away from the interaction energized and you're very clear and you're very like, you feel lighter and brighter and peaceful and joyful, you know? That's a green light. That's a go. You know, that means you go and continue to invest in that person or situation. But if it's red, then that's kind of like your body's system alerting you that something is not right and you maybe need to take a step back. You know, you maybe have to remove yourself from the situation. You know, and if you think about it, when you're on the road driving your car, if you were to run a red light or a red flag, run that red flag or that red light, that could end up being quite disastrous, you know? So save yourself time, save yourself energy, you know, and save yourself from participating in disastrous situations by stopping, by pivoting, by removing yourself, by just kind of like yeah, stepping back to analyze what's going on, you know, because obviously you get these nudges and these feelings for a reason. That's why it's so important to listen to your feeling, your internal compass, your heart. You know what I'm saying? Because the mind, ego, the mind will keep you going and chasing and forcing and trying and doing, when in actuality something might not be good for you, you know. And where was I going with this? I do this often. It's like I'm like in a train of thought and then I just kind of like, I don't know, get rerouted somewhere in my brain and then I just kind of lose track of what I was talking about. Yeah, guys, red flags, red lights, alarms, letting you know something is off kilter. And maybe you need to investigate, or maybe you need to reassess whether or not this is a good investment or not. I think we have a tendency to bypass red flags early on. You know why? Because we are referencing the past. You know, it's like, oh, I had all these good times and all these good memories. You know, like, oh my gosh, I love them. You know, but that doesn't exist anymore. And then when you forecast into the future, you're looking at potentials. And then you're creating expectations of how you would want something to play out. No, that's why you need to be present. You need to be very present in the moment. It's so important, my darlings, to be present. Yes. And don't overlook the red flags. Don't chase the potential. Don't get stuck in memories of the past. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, I don't know if that made sense, but that's what I wanted to say. I hope you are having a beautiful day and blessings to one and all. Pay attention to those red flags, guys. Stop. That means stop, okay? Like, maybe you should retract your participation in it to prevent disasters, you know? Because the alarms are going off and you need to listen to the alarms. They're in place for a reason.